Hey, look, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for y'all to give me my credit. Because who 2 years ago said Jamon Davis should have been an edge rusher? I'm waiting. Now y'all see. Let's talk about it.
I feel blessed. What I want.
Get back slow. I love the way she rock it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's love again now. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
Follow me on Twitch at ChewyIRL, as that's where I will be live streaming the games anytime the Washington Commanders play. I streamed the game yesterday versus the New York Jets, and I know some people probably was like, Juan, where are you at? I'm over on Twitch. So go ahead and give me a follow. And then secondly, join the Discord server, as I finally got one up and running, and we already got a couple people in here. It's going to be a place where you can have fun and be your authentic self. Enjoy the rest of the video. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We are the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about the game that we just finished watching between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Before I get any further into it, I want to let you guys know I am live on Twitch when the games are happening, so come over there. We're having a blast. I'll be live for each and every game. Link is down below in the description. Call 240-303-2936 to be featured in this week's episode of the Command Extra Post Game Show to give your analysis and reaction to today's game. I want to first start by saying, give me my flowers, because Jamon Davis, edge rusher, is a new character unlocked. And I've been telling them to do this since Ron Rivera was here 2 years ago. And it finally took for a defensive-minded, a really good mind, Dan Quinn, Joe Witt Jr. to realize this guy is an athletic freak. He may not be able to cover or be a stand-up linebacker, but as a pass rusher, this guy is elite. And you see what happened tonight. Jamon Davis coming off that edge, forcing a fumble. Washington recovers. Telling y'all, man, I've been saying this for years. That's where he belongs. Using his athletic ability to rush up the field, to get after the quarterback, be a guy on blitzers, just go get the quarterback and be in a force in the run game. That is Jamon Davis football. Man, that got me excited. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm hyped for that. Now, let's start it from the top. JD5 and the offense come out there for 2 drives. JD5, I think it's time to go ahead and say Dyami Brown is his favorite target. That's his favorite guy to go to. I don't know if it's in camp that they are working on this and their just rapport is amazing. But Dyami Brown is his go-to guy. And I can't be more excited about it because Dyami is a guy, like I say every time I talk about D Brown, he works hard in camp. He works hard in practice. And it never translates to the game field for him in the last couple of years due to his lack of opportunities, the coaching staff. And then when he gets his opportunities, he really didn't take advantage of it. But now this seems like a new Dyami Brown. On that first drive, JD had 3 passes. And 3 receptions of those 3 passes were to Dyami Brown. Dyami is his guy. And a lot of people were telling me, Juan, Dyami may be the wide receiver 2 for Washington. And it's funny because just a couple weeks prior to the regular season starting and training camp starting, a lot of people was thinking Dyami Brown was going to get cut. Didn't think he was going to make this roster. But then you get to training camp, and now he's in the mix of a wide receiver too. And in my opinion, looks like he's leading that race. Now, we did have a good showing from some other guys. Also, Jahan caught everything his way today, which is a good sighting. We did see some pass catches caught from the tight ends today, Ben Sinnott. That was pretty good. How about Brian Robinson with a nice carry up the middle too? Austin Eckler, that split backfield is going to be really dangerous, man. Austin Eckler's ability to be a bell cow, but also a really good receiving back out the backfield, that is going to be nasty work in a good way. I do want to talk about Andrew Wiley. Man, that guy is absolutely garbage. Basuda, he needs to go. It's clear as day we need a tackle. The guy's causing drives to stall. That's the reason why we don't have no points to show for. Well, that and Riley Patterson. We're going to get to Riley later, but that and Riley Patterson is the reason why we have no points to show for JD5's drives because he drove us down the field twice in scoring position. Riley Patterson misses a field goal. Andrew Wiley on a third down with Austin Eckler, or I think it was either Austin Eckler. I want to say it was Austin Eckler. They got a nice run up the middle, or it might have been Wiley who got a nice run up the middle, and they called it back. Called it back because Andrew Wiley, another penalty. We need to figure this out, man. A lot of people was on Andrew Wiley's head last year, and he for obvious reasons. But a lot of y'all also told me, hey, Juan, give him another chance. This is a new system, new team, kind of for him. So give him another opportunity. And I'm like, okay, all right. And he's not off to a good start, in my opinion. Other than that, really no issues with the offensive line today. The protection was pretty good. JD5, he did have a play where he overthrew Terry, but it was because he saw pressure coming from his right side, so he had to get it out quick. So, in my opinion, I would much rather that than him take a hit or don't see it coming at all. He picked up on it, got it out, tried to get Terry a chance, but he put too much on it. And, yeah, that is what it is. And Riley Patterson came on the field and bricked it. So, JD5 good showing in his 2 drives. Both drives took us down for scoring position, and we came away with no points. That's not his fault. I do want to talk about Riley Patterson. It's like beating a dead horse at this point, but it's clear as day we need a kicker, and I don't think we're going to be able to find one this late in the season. Thanks to Brandon McManus's freaky ass. Brandon McManus ruined us, bro. It's all Brandon McManus's fault. He had to be free. Had to. Couldn't stay clean, man. And now we're here suffering the repercussions. Dealing with Riley Patterson. Can't kick to save his life. We're hoping that something on the waiver wire comes up because we're number 2 on the waiver wire. So we're hoping that something comes up in the waiver wire that is going to be for us because right now Riley Patterson ain't it, and we need help. I do want to talk about Luke McCaffrey, who made a nice grab across the middle. That was a beauty. I like that. That was a good ball from Judge Driscoll, who I think should be quarterback 2 at this point, but we'll talk a little bit more about him later. Beauty of a pass. Across the middle. Luke McCaffrey was able to go up, climb the ladder, and get it. Man, that was a nice snag out there. I'm like, okay, Luke, I see you, shorty. I see you, Luke. You looking good. Ben Sinnott, nice grab. Jeff Driscoll, baller. Able to make good throws. Able to, he ran for like a good 20, 25 yards. Looking good. And I'm like, bruh, he needs to be the backup quarterback instead of Marcus Mariota. Like, man time, cut Mariota and bring in Jeff Driscoll as the QB too. Because God forbid anything happens to JD5, I don't trust Marcus Mariota to do anything. I get it. He's a savvy veteran. He's a guy that's been around the block a few times. You get it. But Jeff Driscoll brings excitement. He brings youthness that we need for a backup. Because a backup is very important. Think about it like this. When Patrick Mahomes went down, who did they have? Chad Henne, right? Chad Henne was able to come in and pick up where Patrick Mahomes left off. Was he Patrick Mahomes? No. But he was able to pick up where Pat left off. So a backup quarterback is very important. And I think Jeff Driscoll is putting on a clinic showing why he should be the backup quarterback. Wiley, the running back, number 6, dog. Anybody see Chris Rodriguez? My man Jalen's dad said that in the stream. He's like, where's Chris Rodriguez? I don't think they believe in him because he's not seeing the field. I think that third running back, I talked about it, that I think it's going to be going to Wiley. I think Michael Wiley's going to be your third running back because he looks good. The explosion up the middle still has nice size on him. He's like 5'10", he's like a bowling ball. 5'10", but he has size on him and speed. I think that's your third running back. I think it's Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson, in no particular order, and Michael Wiley. That's your 3 running backs. And you ask me, that's good. I like Michael Wiley. We have Jaden Daniels needs to slide. Yeah, I think so. And Dan Quinn he on his run. He picked up the first down. He looked immediately over at Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's like, "Hey, bruh, hey, my guy, you need to slide. You need to slide." And as Washington fans that has PTSD of another former number 2 overall pick failing to do the same thing, he needs to slide. We need to get him to with the Washington Nationals, and he needs to learn how to slide properly because we can ill afford another detrimental injury to another franchise quarterback that has all the talent in the world. And I know nothing bad happened, but I'm just trying to be cautious and proceed with caution. So he needs to slide. That's really it for offense. Defense, secondary sucks. Outside of Mike Samerstill and Quan Martin, we need help. Bad. Derek Forrest, late to get to the sideline, allowing that wheel route to go, to go twice. Benjamin St. Juice trailing in the play, gives up a touchdown. Looking at early similar to Emmanuel Forbes last week, and I'm like, okay. A lot of y'all were saying that was a good ball by the Jets quarterback, but I'm like, hey, he still shouldn't have gave it up. Still had an opportunity to defend it. Same thing for St. Juice, and that can't be no different. Forbes gave one up similar fashion last week. He did it this week. Cornerback is an issue. Hello, Stephon Gilmore. I get it. You want to go to a contender, but it's getting late. It's getting late. Come sign to Washington. Come play with your former defensive coordinator who had you playing at a high level, and be a leader of the secondary. Maybe, just maybe, a guy like Emmanuel Forbes needs Stephon Gilmore. Needs an all-pro corner. Needs a guy that's a defensive player of the year, Super Bowl champion. Maybe he needs that. Because Stephon Gilmore will immediately come into this team and make us better. And we need it. Desperately. Because the secondary is looking atrocious. That's the starters. The backups, even worse. Even worse. So I'm scared for the secondary. I'm not sure how we're going to react when it comes to trying to stop these high-powered offenses in the NFC East. And Joe Burrow this season and Lamar Jackson. Like, these teams we face this season has high offense power. And the secondary is scaring me. It really is. I want to take a quick pause into today's video and give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the ticket place for you if you're looking to go to any live event. Right now, you can go on SeatGeek and get $20 off your first purchase by punching in the promo code JuanGotti. And let's just say you already bought your tickets to the event. Well, you got to pay for parking, and parking is expensive. Well, you can punch in that same promo code JuanGotti and get $20 off your first purchase for your parking. So go ahead and do that right now because this is an LTD, limited time only. Next note is that I want to talk about is Mykal Walker, linebacker. He looked good, and he was in early. He was in early with Frankie Louisville. So I don't know if that necessarily means anything. I don't know if it's because of injuries. I don't know what that means, but he was in earlier than a guy like Jamon Davis. So Mykal Walker, maybe, just maybe make this roster as one of the linebackers. I don't know if Jordan McGee, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if how's he doing. I'm not sure if he's not doing well in camp. Not really sure. But Mykal Walker, really solid. Looks really good. Frankie Louisville, fast. Definitely what we need at linebacker position. I want to say we made one more linebacker transaction this past offseason. I think it might be that Michael Wiley transaction that we made. Michael Wiley. No, it was Anthony Pittman that we made. I haven't really seen too much of him. But Michael Wiley is a guy that looks really good out there too. So yeah, man. Nice another preseason too. One more to go, and then we're all up to the regular season. I don't expect to see no JD5 next week. I personally wouldn't play him. Keep him well rested for week 1. Kicking again is the biggest issue. That's the biggest main takeaway from this game. Don't care about the win or loss. It's kicking, it's tackle, and it's the secondary. It's my 3 biggest concerns. My 3 biggest positives is Jay Daniels, Jamon Davis, and De'Ami Brown. My 3 positives off the top of my head. But there you guys have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, being boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Want over to 8,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate it if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Don't forget to call into the Command Extra post-game show 240-303-2936. See y'all later. Peace.